Shalom family. It's so Josiah with Sons of the Israelites coming to you with a quick and encouraging video. I just got back from the store and I don't know, this is the first time I paid attention to it. Usually I'm always working, and when I get home the sun is down, so I don't take time to I haven't taken time to pay attention to the flowers and stuff that's blooming in this season. And when I left this morning to go get me a smoothie real fast, I had seen all these flowers just bloom. Well, I seen them just out of nowhere, just paying attention to them. So when I came back home, I wanted to take a little moment to just look at them and stuff. And then I seen bees, and they were doing what they were doing, pollinating the flowers and all that. And I just took a little moment to watch them, and it had me thinking on certain scriptures, and receiving the wisdom from watching them also. Because the season to do what they do is only for a short time, so they take advantage of that while it's there, and they do what they need to do. And it just had me in the mindset of the Most High giving men responsibility, and we have purpose also. In a time where we're supposed to be doing what we do, we can't neglect that. We got to spend that time doing what we're supposed to do. It's bees actually behind me right now, but I got faith the Most High protect me as I'm making this video. But I just wanted to get a few precepts, kind of highlight the importance of work, and not putting off the things that we're supposed to do. I'm gonna start with the book of Genesis, chapter 2 and verse 15. And it says, "And the Lord took the man and put him into the garden of Eden to dress it and to keep it. And the Lord God commanded the man, saying, Every tree of the garden thou mayest freely eat." So, verse 15, we know that this is talking about Adam. The Most High giving Adam that responsibility of taking care of the Garden of Eden. So the Most High put Adam there, to rule it, but also to make sure he keeps it up. This is Adam's kingdom. He has a responsibility at tending to, the garden as it needs to be tended to, right? Go to the book of Job, chapter 12. Verse 7 says, "But ask now the beasts, and they shall teach thee, and the fowls of the air, and they shall teach thee. Or speak to the earth, and it shall teach thee, and the fishes of the sea shall declare unto thee." Kind. Ask the beasts, and they shall teach thee, and the fowls in the air, and they shall teach thee. So what is the teaching that we're supposed to be receiving from, the beasts of the field, right? Book of Proverbs, chapter 6, verse 6. It says, "Go to the ant, thou sluggard, and consider her ways, and be wise, which having no God, overseer, or ruler, provideth her meat in the summer, and gathereth her food in the harvest. How long wilt thou sleep, O sluggard? And when wilt thou arise out of thy sleep?" So the asking and the teaching that we're supposed to be receiving is, we see the creation of the Most High, the bees, the ants, birds, and all these things, which nobody has to tell them to get up and go do what they're supposed to do. It's already in them. You'll see the squirrels running from tree to tree looking for acorns, taking it back home so their family can eat. They get up with the intention of going out to find food on a daily, but that's work though. The thing of getting up and doing, it's the action behind it. Ants, you always seeing them, they're traveling in packs or, trails. You'll see trails of ants walking, carrying stuff, taking it back to where they stay at. And in a season, it'll come a season where you won't see them out, doing the work that you would see them doing. Like right now, it's about to be spring or in the summertime, but then when fall and winter comes around, you usually see the creation, hibernating and staying out of that cold weather. But in a time where they're, in their homes and taking that time off from doing what they were doing 2 seasons ago, in a season where it was for harvest, they were taking that back to their dwelling place. So in a season where it wasn't gonna be out there, they already had it prepared. They already had it stashed up in the crib, right? So, what can we take from this? In a time where work needs to be done, of course, we hate working for Esau, getting up at times that we don't want to get up at and going to work jobs that we don't want to work and getting paid, the amount of money that we get paid from them, right? But you have to be able to look at the bigger picture. You got a family, or even if it's just you, and you got to do what you got to do in this world to survive. You got to pay bills, got responsibility. Or those of us, that's part of the organization, as we are Sons of Thunder, we also, we have to contribute to those things. So though, these jobs, sometimes we don't like going to them, but we have to be willing to consider, what it is that we can receive from these jobs also. And the money to pay our bills, the money to put into our organizations, brothers going out to camp. We can have bottles of water. When it's cold, we can buy, the things that we need, because the word has to get out. Or when the feast days come, we can contribute portions of our money to, the organization. So when the feast days come, we can have food to eat. Everybody can be merry, and we can have a good time, right? So these are the things that when you go and you watch the creation of the Most High, the Most High put them here for us to have examples for. There's a reason the Most High created them first, right? So if it was a time where we ever forgot what we were supposed to do, we can always just go and look at what the Most High created and take inspiration from that and receive within ourselves what we're supposed to do, right? It's the book of Proverbs chapter 12, verse 27. It says, the slothful man roasteth not that which he took in hunting, but the substance of a diligent man is precious. So, somebody that's not putting in work, or you half-assing, you may go out and you do the bare minimum, but you can't have the full reward of your work because you're half-assing. If I go out and I kill a deer, I did the work in killing it, but I didn't do the rest of the work in skinning it, gutting it, all this stuff for me to be able to eat what it was I went out there and worked hard for. So, sometimes along the way you get tired of doing the work and you want to call it quits, but you got to be willing to see it through fully. No matter how you feeling, you got to be willing to push through that. You got to be willing to push through it. Because if you don't, what you going to have to eat after? You go up and do half the work. You got that far, so why aren't you going any further to finish it, right? It doesn't make sense to do a small amount of work to get this much done. And you can have so much more after, you can have so much more in finishing it, but you choose to stop, right here. Or we can look at it in the sense of our spiritual walk, right? Like we do this work and repenting and transforming ourselves, and we go through certain obstacles and stuff in a walk, and then we hit a fork in the road where we like, what, I know I done came this far, but I'm tired, I don't feel like going no more. And you give up and you count yourself out. And you count yourself out. But if you would have, pushed through even more, how you couldn't have made it through whatever it was that you were going through. So you gotta be willing to think of things like this as well. You can't have the full reward if you don't see it through, right? It's the book of Proverbs 13, verse 4. It says, the soul of the sluggard desireth and hath nothing, but the soul of the diligent shall be made fat. So the soul of a sluggard, a lazy person, a person that doesn't want to get up and do anything, you can You can think about stuff and you can want stuff all day, but until you put in the work, you're not gonna have what it is that you want to have. But a person that puts in the work and they're consistent and they're diligent in it and they're seeing it all the way through, they're the ones that's gonna have what they need to have down the line. So if there's anything that we want in this life, or we doing work to receive the kingdom, we gotta be willing to see it through. No matter how we may feel today, no matter how we may feel tomorrow, a week from now, months from now, whatever the case, you gotta be consistent. You gotta be disciplined in this thing. Oh shoot, let me get one more. That was a B right there. Let me get one more though. The book of Sirach, chapter 2, verse 14. Woe unto you that have lost patience, and what will ye do when the Lord shall visit you? So woe means destruction. Destruction unto you that have lost patience. When you got tired of waiting for something better to come, and you just chose to count yourself out, what you gonna do when the Most High comes and visits you, right? What you gonna do? The fear of the Most High should be in you enough to having a thought like that should scare you, and that should keep motivating you to keep going further, because you have a better chance at receiving something when you're working towards it versus you putting in a little bit of work and you stopping, soon as tribulation comes, or you're in the midst of tribulation and you count yourself out. You gotta be willing to see it all through. You gotta be willing to see it through. You can't put it off. You can't procrastinate about it. You just gotta go through it. No matter how you feeling, you gotta toughen through it. You gotta have faith in it. You gotta have hope and faith in your works. And you doing this, even if you don't receive the thing that you think you're gonna receive, something's still gonna come out of it. So you gotta be willing to see it through. You gotta be willing to see it through. But this is just something quick I wanted to share with everybody. Just a little wisdom that I was receiving from, watching the creation of the Most High, the bees. Once again, this is your brother Soldier Josiah, Sons of Thunder Israelites. Hopefully this video was encouraging to any brother, sister that may see it. I love y'all, Israel. Stay encouraged, stay in the faith, stay in the spirit. Continue to endure whatever it is that you're going through, and have faith in the Most High that, and you going through what you're going through, that He's right there with you. Just continue to have faith in Him, in Yahweh Shah, and do what the Most High said. And in due time, Most High will show you. Most High will show you something better on the other side of what you're going through. And until next time, Israel, Shalom.